What's up, everybody? It's New to Kicks here. Today we're going to be looking at the Jaw 3 Bling, which is the Swarovski collaboration. Jaw 3 Bling, black, multicolor black. Okay, let's get into this pair. All-Star Weekend is going on right up the road in LA. I was planning on going, didn't go, regret it, but it's all good. At least I'm saving some money, right? But somebody I know went up, copped a lot of stuff. Didn't cop the Jordan 4 10.5 that I want. Didn't cop any of the Jordan 1 Union Fragment collabs, but he copped these. And I remember when I first saw these, I was like, those are nice. I'm not into any Jaw 3s, but I think they executed these ones pretty nice, I think with the Swarovski, sometimes they overdo it with the crystals and stuff, and then like the Jordan 1s, for example, the price tag is super high. Now, I did expect these to resell for much higher than they're reselling for, but hey, it is what it is. I guess they're not that hyped. They're not that in demand. So basically I paid $300 for these, which is fair. Reseller avoids the fees. Buyer avoids the fees. If they're listed at around $300, I would end up paying like $340, $350. If he would list it at $300, he would have been making like $260 or something like that. So not much profit there. But hey, if I avoid the fees, you avoid the fees, I think we're both happy, right? So it's a fair price. Don't know if I'm going to keep these, or we'll see what the market does. If they increase in demand or value or whatever, maybe I'll flip them. Maybe I'll just get rid of them to get my money back. I don't play basketball, but as far as a lifestyle shoe, I mean, you can see it here. These are nice, and I think they went the right route. They didn't overdo it. Like, they could have made all these crystals, right, and like just completely overdone it. But with the swoosh that represents the J and this gash or slash, whatever you call those, that represent the A, they did a good job. I don't know if every upper of the Jaw 3 is a like a synthetic upper. Seems like it's like a nylon, like mesh or ballistic mesh material, and then they coat it in rubber. That would be my only critique. If they had used like a suede or a nubuck or just leather, this would made the shoe a whole lot better as far as quality and aesthetics. Again, I'm not a fan of the Jaw 3 silhouette. Definitely not a fan of any of the colorways that they've come up with, but this is with the black upper, the crystals, and the icy blue outsole. It's a pretty nice looking pair of shoes. Now, I don't play basketball, so if this thing performs, I mean, the outsole feels pretty good. If this thing performs well on the court, well, then I would say they knocked it out of the park. It's a great looking shoe, and if it performs well on the court, then it's a great basketball shoe, which is, at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? That's the goal of the shoe, is to perform well on the court. So if that's what it does, then cool. There should be no complaints about this. Now, looking at the quality, you see glue stains right there. Let me see. Let me look through my lens. I don't know if it's catching it. Oh yeah, you can see those glue stains right there. It makes it look kind of cheap. You know what I mean? It does make it look kind of cheap, and maybe that's why it's I don't know what the retail price tag was. I'm sorry, I should know. Paid $300, and you know what I mean? I should know what the retail price tag was, but yeah, this probably has something to do with why these aren't like so in demand and stuff. I don't know what the stock numbers are, so I don't know if there's like a huge amount of pairs. The other thing is that case is just that molded looks like it's only like the insert of a briefcase. Like they left the outer shell of the briefcase on. Only it seems as if they were going a certain route with this shoe, and then just decided to kind of like cut their losses and like, all right, we'll just do the insert, the molded part, and just sell it at this price. You know, because I think they probably, seems to me like they're like, you know what, this is not coming out as we had hoped to justify a high price tag. I'm just speculating, don't know. But it's a great looking shoe, and it does come with these, let me back it up a little bit here. Comes with the left and the right lace dubres. So, try to stand that up. So yeah, it does come with the left and right lace dubres for that added bling. I will say these are kind of heavy. Ain't nobody gonna wear these whether you're on the court or, I mean, someone might wear them, right? Just to kind of floss a little bit, you know, it's a little extra eye-catching detail, right? But yeah, performance-wise, you're not going to be adding an extra, I don't know, is this 10 ounces? Like, this is it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, you're not going to be adding extra weight to your shoes. But then again, you never know. Like, you got these NFL players that are wearing huge chains with diamonds and stuff. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. To each his own. Like, why are you wearing jewelry on the football field? But hey, it is what it is. So anyway, back to the shoe. The Jaw 3 Bling, Swarovski. Is it worth $300? You know, it's very debatable, but it is, you know, it's subjective. If you think it's worth $300, then it's worth $300. If it's worth $300 to you, it's worth $300 to you. I don't regret paying $300 for these. I will say, you know, a lot of times you get these shoes and they are, you know, you hear people say, oh, the photos don't do it justice, right? You got to have these in hand. I will say that for these in hand, it's a little underwhelming. It's the opposite effect, right? Especially with this rubber upper, synthetic upper, okay? So on the icy outsole here, you got the 1 and the 2. I guess he's number 12, right? And it says, a scary jaw. I'm sorry, a happy jaw is a scary jaw, okay? And then on this one, it says, where does it start? Right here. I'm what the heck does it say? I'm not ever worried about proving them wrong. Okay. So I'm not ever worried about proving them wrong, and a happy jaw is a scary jaw. All right, you got the 1 and the 2. You got the 2 on the left outsole, the 1 on the right outsole, and then you got 12 here and 12 here on the, you know, near the heel. So is this a great basketball shoe? I don't know. I don't play. Is it a great lifestyle sneaker? Is it kind of hype? You know, is it eye-catching? Yeah, but I don't think it's nothing too, you know, too hyped, right? But we'll see what the market does. It's a good little display piece, I think, for a collector. And this is part of the reason I like, you know, I can't afford to diversify, right? I got a couple New Balances. This is my first pair of Jaw 3s. It's like I can't afford, and I don't have the space to experiment with, like, you know, the New Balances and the Sauconys and you know, now you got the Ons. I'm not into slides at all, so I'm not collecting a bunch of slides. So yeah, Adidas, I'm not doing all that. Like, I'm a Jordan guy, SB Dunks, because that's what I can afford, really. I can't even afford that. But you start expanding your collection to include other brands. Yeah, it gets out of hand real quick. It gets expensive. I have already ran out of space. I need a sneaker room. which I was gonna have. I was gonna have an office and a sneaker room, but my son moved back in, so now I'm like trying to find a new space, like trying to find a bigger space. But anyway, Jaw 3, Bling, Swarovski, Collab, new to Kicks out.